Hi everybody, it's Sherry Shrello and
Karen Cornack. Hi.
Hi, we're here from Plant-Based Nutrition Movement to give you a great cooking lesson this afternoon. Karen and I have a long history together. I would say, was it about 6 years ago or so?
Or 7.
6 or 7 years ago, I started a cooking club in my old house that we used to live in. And Karen came to the class and I said, hey, you want to be a co-coordinator? And she said, sure. Little did she know what she was getting herself into. Many nights we were there till 10 o'clock doing dishes and sweeping floors, but we did it. So we're here today to teach you how to make the most delicious Reuben sandwich. And as a bonus, I decided to throw in a couple other little dishes. For example, we're going to be making a creamy vegan tomato soup. And if my friend Carrie Banks is on, thank you, Carrie, for this fabulous recipe that you made for us when we traveled together. It's awesome. And then we're going to make a Thousand Island dressing, Karen, that is so good, which will go on our Reuben sandwich. And guess what, everybody? All of this is oil-free, so it's going to be good for you. And Karen's going to talk a little bit more about what this food does for your gut when she starts putting together a marinade for when we do tempeh, and she'll explain what all that is for those of you who are not familiar. So it's a great time to try eating plant-based, especially with the meat shortages going on.
Oh my God.
It's a great thing to do, and it's so good for your health, so it's a great way to sort of try out this plant-based lifestyle.
Absolutely.
See what it's like. Okay. Can you see if anybody's on yet, Dale?
Oh yeah, we have Judy Bryan is on.
Hi, Judy.
Karen Bender,
Karen, how do you do?
Randy Warshaw Cahotis, and Carol West.
Hi, Carol. Okay. I think we're going to get more people
Not my daughter
joining.
Jamie's not on?
Not yet.
Not yet.
It's early.
We have 2 minutes, so we're going to hang on for 2 minutes and then we'll get started.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day here. Can you see the sunshine
beautiful.
outside? Look
Yeah,
at
it's
that. Sunny. I hope everybody is feeling well and got some nice exercise, walking outdoors wherever you live. It's so important, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. You need the vitamin D, sunshine.
Sunshine is good,
Yeah.
that's for sure. Yes. So we're going to sit down and enjoy this wonderful meal too, aren't we?
Absolutely.
Afterwards, we're going to social distance because we're doing
Right.
that. We're keeping our 6 feet apart. Karen's at that end of the island. I'm at this end. So we're going to be safe, but we're
Right.
both well
Yes.
and healthy. So we're doing
Yes.
fine, and we hope that all of you are too.
You will never ask, where's the beef? You're going to say, where's the tempeh? Because 18 grams of protein, way more than beef. Just throwing that out there.
It's a good
Just
thing.
saying. Just saying.
It's a good thing. All right. I think it's about 1 more minute. I'm going to be precise and start
I
at 4
know.
o'clock.
She's very good.
Yeah. What I would like to say, though, is that we at Plant-Based Nutrition Movement, I came up with a little slogan I'm going to throw at you today and tell me what you think. We're not opinionated, we are educated. And what does that mean? There's a lot of opinions out there about what's good to eat and what's not good to eat. There's a lot of confusion, isn't there, about diet?
Yeah.
But we're here to say we're going to look at the science and we're going to stick to that. This is not our opinion. This is what we know helps people fight chronic diseases like heart disease, type 2 diabetes, autoimmune diseases, and even some forms of cancer. So if you suffer from any of those things, it's so important to pay attention to this meal and to how we're eating, because it's all good for your health.
Absolutely.
In preventing and even in reversing a lot of these diseases,
Absolutely.
right?
And the
Okay.
best part is that it tastes good. I think a lot of people think like plant-based is just like a salad. This is amazing. It's going to blow your mind.
We hope so. Okay, it's 4 o'clock, so we're getting started.
Okay.
I'm going to make this simple soup. It's a creamy vegan tomato soup. And I've got my wonderful little Vitamix here ready to go. Literally, this is all you have to do. It's so simple. I'm almost embarrassed to tell people how easy it is. Okay. So, so I took 1 little box of nori silken tofu. It's a soft tofu. Okay. And there's a little water in here, so I'll just drain it a little bit in my sink. And then all I have to do is throw it into the blender. Plop. I'll give that to you, Karen.
Yeah.
The next thing that we're going to add is maple syrup And let's see what else is in there. And some sriracha sauce. Now, if you've had sriracha, that is a really tasty thing to put into your food. So we're just going to dump that in.
Because the tofu has no flavor, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Whatever we put in here will give us the flavor to the soup. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to add 1 big can of no salt crushed tomatoes. It's a 28-ounce can. And these recipes, by the way, will be on the Plant-Based Nutrition Movement site. So if you'd like to get them, you don't have to write anything down. You can just go to the site. And this is getting sort of full here. I hope the vitamins can take more.
Yeah, right.
Next thing we're going to do is we're going to add a can of diced and peeled tomatoes. So I usually get organic, but you know, it's hard to find these things in the grocery store anymore. So this will do today. Okay, here we go. See if I can get that in there without spilling. Perfect.
Oh.
How is that?
That's
Expert.
You have
And
to have a
then-
tall blender for
You
this.
do. And then the spices. See, I put them all together because, you know, I'm all about prepping my food before I cook because that's what makes it simple. So here are the spices that go in here. Garlic powder, smoked paprika, oregano, and a little bit of salt. I didn't add a lot of salt. You can always add salt if you need it later,
Right.
but you can't delete it once
That's
you put it
true.
in.
That's true.
So we're going to throw that in. My husband's making eyes at me.
Our videographer.
Actually, that was his statement about adding and deleting, as I must remind you, right? Let me get my little
This is
plunger
really
here.
filled here.
Where do we go?
It's filled. And do you need a powerful blender to do this?
Not so much with this one, because
Yeah, I don't
it's just
think for this
tofu
one,
and tomatoes.
right.
You can use any blender
Right.
at all. So I'm going to use this little plunger here so that we can mix it. I'm going to start really slowly though, and excuse the noise, it's going to get loud. Whoa,
I knew that thing was pretty
Yeah, that was
full.
pretty full. Okay, so what I'm going to do, Karen,
Yeah.
let me get it back over there, and I'll put the lid on. Where's my lid go, Karen?
Put the lid on it.
You have my lid?
No, isn't that on top
Oh,
of
it's
it?
right. Oh, boy.
This is like the Lucy
And
show.
Dale says the stupid stuff out. That's what I used to say when we do dumb things. Okay. All right, no, I'm not stupid. All right, here we go. Oh my God, that was exhausting.
I thought you said it was so simple.
That was so hard. Oh my gosh. Okay, now, that's it. So of course we don't want cold soup. Karen, can you do that? Because I don't want to make more of a mess here than I've already done.
Oh, there it goes.
Thank
Twist
you.
over it.
And I'm going to just pour it into this.
Smell it.
What do you think?
It smells good. It
Pour
smells
it
like
in there.
Wow.
See how creamy it looks
Oh my
because of the tofu?
Yes, that's what
Perfection.
makes it. And the color. It's
Okay,
just
you
like
can
a
put that in
regular.
the sink for me.
Okay.
I'm going to take this pot. This is what it looks like. Take it out. Isn't that beautiful?
Beautiful.
Gorgeous soup. Okay. And all we do is we heat it up. So I'm going to put it on low.
So easy.
And I'm going to let it heat up. Now, this recipe comes with a cashew cream sauce, but we're not making that today. It will be on the website at Plant-Based Nutrition Movement because we're trying to watch our fat.
Right.
We have enough with the tempeh has some fat in it, so
Right.
we're going to sort of watch that today.
But if you're trying to impress people,
Yeah.
it does look good. You put that swirl of the creamy
Exactly.
cashew topping, and it's really good. So either way, it's good.
Yeah.
So. just
And
throw
my
that
friend
in.
Carrie made the topping. It was delicious. We
Yeah.
loved it. Okay, so we're gonna let that heat up. Now I'm gonna turn the program over to Karen at her 6 feet away from me, distance over there. And
Okay.
go for it.
All right. So this is a marinated tempeh dish, and so this is a good brand. But tempeh, it even says on here, cultured organic soybeans. The fact that it's cultured is good for your gut and helps boost your immune system. So anything fermented is a very healthy product. And again, we said in the beginning that this has a lot of protein, 18 grams of protein. So forget about where's the beef, where's the tempeh. Okay, so again, just like tofu, tempeh doesn't have any flavor. So it takes on the flavor of the marinade, whatever you put on there. So Sherry already sliced one, so we have 2 of them. Oops. So it kind of comes in a brick. Okay, so it kind of comes all packed together. So she sliced it thin, and that's what you're doing. It's just, you're just opening, it comes in a plastic package, and just slice it very thin. Okay, just like this. So we're doubling the recipe, maybe because we're very hungry, is that why?
Yes, 'cause
We have a question of what kind of tofu?
This is actually tempeh. This is tempeh.
Where's the package?
Oh.
Right here. So they do have different flavors, right? So you want the original.
Because this one has very, very low sodium.
Very low sodium, let's see, actually 0% sodium.
Yeah,
So
no
you do have to
sodium.
watch the sodium on some of them. But the ingredients are usually pretty good with tempeh, unless they have like a flavored one that they would add something. I would stick with the original, but I've had like 3 grain and different grains were pretty good.
The tofu question was related to the soup.
Oh, to the
What kind of
soup.
tofu?
That was a soft.
It was a silken tofu.
Silken in a box.
It was in a box. Let me see if I can pull it up here. Here it is. It's called Morinu Silken Tofu. Here it is, Dale. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Is
You use
it?
that in like smooth, you can make it in smoothies if you want to
Desserts.
boost or desserts.
Like puddings
Right.
and things.
Absolutely.
Any other question there, Dale?
Okay.
Not yet.
Okay.
So once you slice this thin, then we're ready to.
We're ready to do the marinade.
marinade. Okay. So in this wonderful book, and the recipe will be online. This is kind of a fun book, The Thug Kitchen. So she got the recipe. Sherry got it out of there. It's called Smoky Maple Marinade. And so she already pre-measured all the ingredients. So let me see what we have here. We have some soy sauce. This looks like it could be the soy sauce. Okay, ooh, making a mess here, geez. Okay, 1/4 cup of soy sauce. And then we have some vegetable broth. Which one would be the vegetable broth?
This one right here.
Okay. So we have some vegetable broth and then some maple syrup, a couple tablespoons of that. That looks like what that is. And then we have some liquid smoke, like a tablespoon of liquid smoke. That
Liquid
looks like
smoke is
here.
what gives it the smoky flavor. It's delicious.
And then a tablespoon of lemon juice. Okay. We eliminated the olive oil that they called for, and then 2 cloves of garlic. All right. And what is this?
That's tomato paste.
Oh yeah, I missed that. Okay, tomato paste.
So there's only 7 ingredients
So,
in this little
yeah.
recipe. That's it.
And instead of buying the whole can, they do sell tubes of tomato paste. I'm not sure what you shared, but they do sell tubes of tomato paste. You can just squeeze it out if you only need a tablespoon.
This
Or a
is even
jar.
this is even
Ooh,
better.
Even better.
This
So
is
what
an
is this?
organic tomato paste that you can just keep in the refrigerator. Because I hate it when you get the
I know.
cans.
Where'd you get this
I
from?
got this at Whole Foods.
Have another question. Can one use smoked salt instead?
I think you're adding more sodium to it. You're adding more salt to the recipe
I mean,
then,
you
right?
could try
Or
it.
unless yeah, maybe that would take up the salt then, and it's like
Yeah.
a combination.
Yeah.
There you go.
I think you could try it.
Yeah.
Sure. Substitutions work. sometimes.
Substitutions work, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're just gonna whisk it together.
It literally
Just like
takes 2 minutes, doesn't it?
That's it.
The only thing you
So-
have to cut up is the garlic clove.
Yeah,
That's it.
That's it. And everything else, basic supplies that you should have in your house.
Okay, I'm gonna take the tempeh
smells
over
so
here,
good.
and you stay there, so I keep
Okay.
my distance. I'm gonna, well, actually, you could lay a little sauce in there first, and
little
then I'll
sauce
lay
on
the
the bottom.
tempeh. We may need my extra.
Oh, you did make extra, I just put the whole
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah, put the whole
Okay.
thing, and then we'll top the extra. And I'm gonna just lay these out flat, and just let them fry up in here. Remember, no oil, we don't need oil to fry
Yes.
anything.
What about liquid smoke instead of
Instead of what?
instead of the smoked salt?
Yes, yeah, it calls for
Well, it
liquid
calls
smoke.
for liquid smoke.
Oh, okay.
So if somebody wanted that, well, watch this.
Oh, I don't wanna put my
Let's see.
sleeve on fire here, hold on. Yeah, I don't know why we wore these sleeves
I
today,
know, we were
Karen.
trying to be fancy,
I
and
guess
now she's
fancy-
risking her.
Now I'm risking my life, but my sleeve's gonna catch on fire. I don't know if we're gonna have room for all these, but we'll do our best.
Yeah.
I usually, yeah, we might have to cook some more a little later. I think that's,
I've seen some recipes that actually call for the tempeh, that they poured boiling water to
Oh.
get some of the bitterness out, but this
Oh.
recipe, I guess it's not
you won't,
necessary.
this is not.
This you
bitter
won't
at
need it, but I
all.
have read that. So.
Okay, want to hit it with the rest of the sauce?
Yeah, so she doubled the recipe. This is the exact same recipe.
Because I made a lot,
That's better.
two things of tempeh.
So you could just double it.
Yeah, so all we're gonna do, and I'll let Karen come over after she's finished with that, she's gonna watch this and just sort of fry it. Dale, you'll come in with the camera and sort of keep track of how she's doing every now and then. And we'll go over here, and I'm gonna make the Thousand Island dressing now.
So we don't have to keep that covered, right? Just leave it. I'll just keep it.
Yeah,
covered.
keep, while you're gonna watch.
So the
this.
question was, can you use smoked salt instead of liquid smoke?
Yeah, you could try it.
Okay,
You could try it,
okay.
because it's smoked.
So
Okay.
smoked salt sounds like it's a combination of the
Yeah.
salt and the liquid smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then you would I would decrease the salt then.
The only
Okay.
thing, how much liquid smoke did we use in this? Not
I
much.
think only a tablespoon.
Yeah, pretty small amount. I'm
It's
gonna
just
turn
a
this down.
tablespoon.
I'm gonna turn that down so it doesn't cook too fast.
And
Karen, you
it's
watch.
only, how much salt?
I don't think there's salt in there.
There's
Karen.
no salt. No.
It's in the soy sauce.
It's in the soy, right, that's
Yeah.
true.
And I use Bragg.
And the question was, how we avoid
That's actually-
oil?
How do you avoid it? The sauce is actually taking up the same thing as oil.
Okay.
So show how you sort of move it around with your.
Yes.
See, and she's gonna flip it over when it starts to brown.
Right.
Don't get that sleeve in there, girl.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. But you were gonna say Bragg's, do you have the thing of
Yeah,
Bragg's?
I'll show you what.
Bragg's is a healthier,
Sort of.
I think it is, I mean, you still always have to watch the soy sauce, but
So, yeah.
there's something in there that's actually good in there.
Yeah, it says soy sauce alternative, contains no preservatives, gluten-free.
And there's amino acids, look at
amino
that.
acids. It still has sodium, so use sparingly.
You
Don't
still have
use
to
a
use
lot
it.
of it.
What
It's
is the
still
percentage of sodium?
15%.
And 20 is considered high, so
Yeah.
it's still,
It's still up there.
but it's got some health benefits, so the soy
Yeah.
sauce you should always use sparingly anyway.
Okay,
But-
now while Karen's
Actually, it
doing
only
that,
called for a tablespoon for the whole
what we're
thing.
gonna do now is I'm gonna show you how to make this luscious Thousand Island dressing. Again, I'm sort of embarrassed, it's so easy, but easy is good.
A lot of embarrassment going on
A lot
tonight.
of embarrassment. Okay, now this is what Karen and I do when we cook, we laugh a lot.
Exactly.
We do. All right, so what you have to do, and I found this recipe, let me give credit to the person who did it. It's from a site called veganhugs.com, Thousand Island Oil-Free Dressing. And I just happened upon it because I do a lot of searching on the internet, and I was looking for a good Thousand Island dressing. And as soon as I saw that it had sun-dried tomatoes in it, I knew it was going to be
I love
good.
sun-dried tomatoes.
And look how I have sun-dried tomatoes. I buy them on Amazon, this huge pack, because they're cheaper. They're so expensive if you get a little package, and you can even freeze them. So if you don't use them all at
I
once,
am
just throw them in the
totally going to be
freezer.
doing that.
Okay.
Should this be browned?
Yes.
So it got a while.
Yeah, it's got to let it cook for a
Maybe
while.
I put it on too.
Yeah. Okay. So what we do here is I took cashews, and I soaked a third cup of cashews in water. Well, for a couple of hours. It just softens them a little bit. You really don't need them in the Vitamix, but I followed the directions. So you put them into the blender, and then we take our sun-dried tomatoes, just a quarter cup of sun-dried tomatoes that I soaked in hot water for about 10 minutes so it softened them up, see? So they're like rehydrated. Then I throw them in. Then we take some, you can use some kind of plant milk. I use soy milk today, 3/4 cups of soy milk, or almond milk or oat milk, but unsweetened is the thing. You
I
don't
have
want
a
any sweetener.
Comments from two people,
Yeah.
same comment that Sandy Quash and Carol West both suggest as an alternative to the soy sauce of the Bragg's is the coconut aminos.
Oh, I love
Yes,
coconut
you can,
aminos.
definitely, good point. You
Good
can use
idea.
that, especially if you're soy sensitive.
And
Yes.
Judy likes them as well.
Okay,
Yeah, I
very
love
good.
coconut aminos. I
Excellent.
forgot I actually use it all the time.
Okay, now we're gonna put in just a tablespoon of lemon juice. And then all of these wonderful seasonings. Take a look at this. I'll tell you what's in here. We've got some salt, a little bit of salt, some onion powder, garlic powder, dried dill, paprika, and fresh pepper. So I measured them out, and I just throw them in there. Get in there. There you go. Oh, our hands are clean, by the way. We did wash
Yeah, we
very
watched it in the
thoroughly.
beginning, yeah.
And then you add a 4th cup of sweet pickle relish. And that's it, folks. So let me put the lid on. Where's the lid? Here we go in the search. Searching for the lid.
That little part, oh, because you did the thing, you did the,
No, it was here. There it
Oh,
is.
it's
Oh, okay. It was hiding in this thing. Okay. I'm going to turn this on just briefly. Going to push some of this back in so it all gets blended. I wish I was as tall as you. I have to stand on my tippy toes. Look at that. I can't even see
that's
it
a
here.
tall blender.
I'm only 5'1". I'm shrinking.
You want to remind people about, we got a question about the recipes. They will be on the site.
They'll be on Plant-Based Nutrition Movement, pbnm.org on Facebook.
And on Facebook,
Yep.
right.
On their site. Facebook page as well. So if you're not friends with me, you want to find me there, just send me a friend request and you will have it. Okay, I'm going to pour my sauce into this little bowl here. How's that tempeh doing? Doesn't take too long. So when you're doing that tempeh, you just want to get it brown. You're going to lose some of the liquid, Karen. It's going to start to
it's starting to
evaporate,
absorb,
which is good. That means it's getting into the tempeh really well.
Right.
Look at that dressing. And by the way,
Ooh, that looks good.
I not only use this for the Reuben sandwich, but this has become our favorite dressing to
Really?
put on salad now.
Oh,
It just
okay.
sticks to the lettuce leaves beautifully, don't you think, Dale?
Yeah.
He loves it. We have a lot of favorite dressings, but this is
This is absorbing all of it.
it will, and that's fine.
It's not turning as brown.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be that brown. As long as it starts, did you flip it?
Yeah,
Okay, then we're good. That's it. We're done.
that's it.
Okay, let me take a look. Oh, perfect, we're done.
That's
That's it. Only takes a few minutes.
Wow.
Okay, now I gave you a bowl. You can, let me wipe this
Oh,
up
this.
here. Hold on one sec. You know I'm a little neat freak here.
This
Okay,
is
you
fine,
can
though.
put it into
So I
your...
turned it off. Okay. This looks beautiful.
And Dan, we're going to talk a little bit about something you made for me the other day.
This
Can you
looks
come over here, Dan?
awesome. It smells delicious. It's too bad you can't smell it.
So, I don't know if most of you know this, but my husband does not like to cook, but he was very kind and decided to take something on this week. Look what he made that we're going to pair with our sandwich and soup. This is a coleslaw from the same book that we got the marinade from the Folk Kitchen. And this is what's in it. It's called creamy peanut slaw. And the dressing is comprised of peanut butter, water, rice vinegar, lime juice, minced fresh ginger, sriracha sauce.
Ooh, gives it a little kick.
Yeah, and a little soy sauce or
Or coconut aminos.
And that's it. It's an easy dressing. You just whisk it all up in the, did you whisk it up in a
delicious.
bowl? That's
I
what we
did.
And then the slaw, we had white and red cabbage, two kinds of cabbage, carrot sticks that are supposed to be cut into matchsticks. I don't know if we'd call that a matchstick exactly, but
It's still a bit of a learning
but
curve.
he made it, so I'm not complaining, believe me.
We're not judging,
No
remember?
judgment. And then some green onions sliced up real thin. And you just put the sauce in, and there it is. So you're going to see that on our plate too. Okay, we're ready to put our sandwich together
Yes.
and show you how to do
Oh,
this.
this is the fun part.
Okay, Dale, come on back around here. So let me demonstrate this.
Okay. You put the bread on?
So I don't even have to wash the plate out. I'm going to take 2 pieces of whole grain bread.
You use Killer Dave's, right?
Well, we did. I don't usually use it because they put oil in it.
Oh,
now.
I know, they
They
changed
did,
it.
so I
Yeah.
didn't have any other bread, so we'll have to make do with that today. And then I have my lovely Thousand Island dressing. I get everything ready.
Yeah.
Got my sauerkraut, Thousand Island dressing, and my marinated and cooked tempeh. So I'm gonna turn the stove on. And what's gonna happen, now we're not using oil, so I'm gonna just use my spatula here. And the bread is gonna get nice and brown. So what I do, and my hands are clean, I'm gonna take the sauce first, and I'm gonna lay it on top of the bread. Just like this. We're gonna make 2 sandwiches first, and then we'll make 2 more, because Karen's husband's gonna stop by and have a little dinner with us later. Probably sitting on the porch, right? Keeping away from each other. And then we're gonna take tempeh, and we're gonna put it on top of the sauce. Here we go. We're gonna have lots of leftover tempeh here, which is great. I like to do this.
Oh, Judy just posted something of interest. Judy says that Daisy is again removing the oil. They got a lot of blowback.
Yay!
So recheck the ingredients going
Okay.
forward.
Okay, then we're gonna.
Oh, so they have, oh, really? Nice.
And then we take our sauerkraut, and I just use old-fashioned sauerkraut, and I drained it
yeah.
and squeezed the water out.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're gonna have soggy bread.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So we did that. See how easy this is? Well, let's turn
Wow.
this down because I don't want it to
Yeah,
burn.
yeah.
Okay, then I get a little more sauerkraut, and then I'm gonna take another piece of bread and just throw it on top. And then, I don't have a sandwich press, but you know, I'm the mother of invention, so I took pans and I put them in a big pot, and I'm just gonna sit them on top of the bread, so it pushes it down like that.
That's her fancy sandwich press.
That's my sandwich
like
press.
that.
You don't need to buy a separate sandwich press, do you, Karen?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, so it's cooking, so I don't want it to burn, so what I do is I check it quite frequently. Just see what we got here. Ooh, it's cooking, it's not done yet. Okay, so back on it goes. How's our soup doing?
Oh, I
Oh,
forgot
it's
about the
done, the
soup.
soup is
You're a
done.
one-woman operation.
See the soup? It was boiling, so now I shut it off.
Awesome.
Okay.
And so the flavoring of the sauce goes on the bread, right?
It does.
I can't wait. I know, Dummy. I heard she was making this thing. Oh, you need a partner?
Need some help?
Need some help?
Okay, now look, I flipped it over. See how nice
Oh,
and
nice
brown
and
it is?
brown. Nice.
another one.
Ooh, this is good. Ah, you're talking.
And you can just use your spatula too if you just want to push it down like that. That's fine too. You just want to smush
Yeah,
it
but
down.
I actually think you made it more brown by you putting
Press it? Okay, we'll press it again.
Yeah, I think the presser is working. The fancy
A
presser.
fancy presser. We just hope that the cans inside don't explode, right,
Oh,
Karen?
didn't think of that.
They're heating up.
Oh, gee.
So
Well,
we'll
we
just-
don't leave it on there.
we'll just do it
Yeah,
briefly.
yeah, just do it briefly.
Okay, so you just want to make sure you don't burn it, so it's not ready yet. Let's let it cook for a few more minutes. In the meantime, you watch that, Karen. I'm going to start plating this.
Okay.
So we're going to get some soup out.
This brown.
Let it cook real good. Let it get nice and brown.
This brown.
Okay. So we're going to take, it's so rich and creamy, this soup. Yeah, come on
Oh
over
my
and look
God,
at this.
that looks amazing.
Look at this soup. Isn't that beautiful? Thinking of you, Carrie, my friend who showed me how to
Shout
make
out to
this.
Carrie
Yeah, wow.
Thank you,
and
Carrie,
Dan, our good friends in Vermont,
and Sandy and Earl,
and Sandy and Earl.
Should we put this on
who
the
are in
plate?
Virginia. And then we're gonna run. Yeah, you can put it there. Then we'll put some slaw. But what I like to do,
Slice
Karen,
it?
is I slice
That's
it.
what I was
I'm
gonna
gonna
say.
get my slicer out over here,
I'm gonna put the other one out, so.
and we're gonna slice this up like this.
I'll turn this off until we're ready.
Mm-hmm. Take
Wow,
a look at
that
that.
looks so pretty.
Let's get some
The
slaw
slaw.
on here.
Nice. Look how beautiful this is.
And dinner
Whoa.
is served, and that's our supper, our
Whoa.
Reuben sandwich. Whoops. All
That
right.
looks awesome.
Yeah. Are there any other questions before we sign off today?
That looks awesome.
Oh, you forgot this one, Karen.
Well, no, I didn't. I just turned it off. I was waiting.
Oh, you forgot this one.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
it's burning,
boy.
Karen. It's burning. Okay, you'll fix that.
Okay.
Okay.
I was looking for.
Any other questions?
Nope.
All right. Well, we thank you for joining
Thank
us.
you.
And again, if you don't mind, if you liked our little show today, if you could make a donation at www.pbnm.org, we would certainly appreciate it so that we continue our efforts to educate you about the health benefits of eating plants.
Any amount would be appreciated.
Any amount.
Anything.
$5 would be greatly appreciated.
Yes,
Anything.
anything.
All right. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.